In our modern day, technology has taken over every aspect of our life. From daily smartphone usage of games, TikTok, and GPS, to more practical machinery such as robotic servers that take customer orders in restaurants, technology has evolved vastly over the past couple decades to make life easier and more convenient for people. More specifically, the invention of self-service technologies such as kiosks have had a notable impact on both customer happiness and helps the overall flow of an organization or company. These self-serving devices were first introduced primitively with the invention of the vending machine in 1880, but soon evolved to more advanced forms, such as ATMs invented in 1969, and finally self-checkout kiosks at retail stores and food places in 1992. Since installing these self-service kiosks, restaurant operators have been able to allocate their staff resources more efficiently and can dedicate more time to other tasks, such as preparing food and operating the drive-thru. According to a statistic provided by author Quartulain Farouk, as of June 2022, over 60% of grocery retailers in the United States and the United Kingdom believe their customers would switch merchants if they did not offer them self-service kiosks. This shows that kiosks have had a positive impact on customer satisfaction and the convenience while shopping, especially mine. Additionally, this fact is further proven during interviews conducted at the Heathrow Airport in England. Hi, Christian.
Hi.
How do you feel about the self-serving baggage claim at Heathrow Airport?
To be honest, it's a lot better than JFK. It just looks like a lot more organized, a lot more people can check out at the same time without just like having to walk up to the counter than JFK. I just think it's a big improvement.
How do you feel about the self-serving baggage claim at Heathrow Airport?
Personally, I think it's pretty good, especially since the kiosk tends to go pretty fast. But I mean, besides that, I think it's a lot better than JFK personally.
In these interviews, you can clearly see that these two people enjoy having the convenience of a kiosk when getting their boarding ticket, and helps them avoid the long lines and wait times that are typically associated with airports. This is also reflective of my own opinion, especially in places like McDonald's or Burger King. When I order at a fast food restaurant in person, I find that using a kiosk is much easier and much less time-consuming for me. On the other hand, without the technology, you will be forced to wait in a long line for food, which can make me late for class or work, and just adds more work to my already time-consuming schedule, which I could otherwise be doing other stuff. However, as with all things, there are some drawbacks to this new technology. One thing that I will mention is that because of the widespread implementation of kiosks, face-to-face interactions are decreased, and thus daily social interaction is heavily impaired. Being social is key to fostering friendships, which in turn can affect temporary and long-term happiness, and without adequate amounts of it, can even affect one's own lifespan. According to a 2023 study published in the Journal of Epidemiology and Community Health, people who socialize more frequently live longer than those who socialize less. It tracked the activity of over 28,000 people with an average age of 89 and came to find that those who socialize daily live longer than weekly socializers, who in turn live longer than monthly socializers. This effect on long-term longevity and lifespan is important as it indicates that socialization is directly correlated with the health of a person. If interactions such as the ones between a service provider and customer are limited by technological innovations, then are kiosks really benefiting society for the better? The answer, in my opinion, is yes. This is because not all social interactions are positive, and in many times can be negative. Servers, cashiers, front desk workers are all human beings at the end of the day, and by working long periods of time, they become tired and end up communicating to the customer in a non-friendly way or annoying way. Sometimes, they're just straight up rude, and using kiosks helps one avoid rude interactions that can ruin their mood or self-esteem.
Pay for my and then I'll have your job, Lynn.
In contrast, kiosk technology has been seen to help improve one's mood in restaurants more than an actual person. According to a marketing journal, a warm welcome from a kiosk has shown to receive slightly higher customer evaluations than when a person gives a warm welcome. This just goes to show the overall positive impact kiosks have in the hospitality sector of the service industry. But given all these considerations, in the end, the small social interactions that one gains during customer-provider interactions are not that meaningful due to the briefness of exchanges and lack of personal connection. In contrast, if you do intend on living life as long as possible, you should instead look to fostering new friendships and socializing with people on a deeper level rather than relying on small interactions in restaurants and retail stores. That way you can get the most out of socializing and its benefits whilst not waiting in a long line for food.